Liverpool first 3 games next season, you know, English Premier League, you know. And I made it to be among Manchester United. I said, "Gaga, Umbekwa way." And I say, "Umbet not phenomenal Arsenal. I want Arsenal Umbekwa way." Now for Arsenal next game, next season, maybe right after Somabo United, you know, Umbet not phenomenal Leeds United abo. And I face Liverpool away. Ayo, third game. I face maybe here the likes of Chelsea now, West Ham, Fulham, I feel so Crystal Palace. Tottenham was personal. I'm only Burnley abo first game. Now I feel I'm only Man City abo second game. Now I feel I'm third game. I'm only Bournemouth abo. And the fixtures in the above one team full one. No me bajo one sabeka. I will feed you muha. Na near tiane se football disciplinary committee. Our Turkey football disciplinary committee. Our Turkey. Me bajo WhatsApp conversation be aliki ama Mourinho hu abamua. Ama mpanyifo nyina a resign omoso mo Mourinho abropa ana aliki Mourinho ni Fenerbahce aliki ama mpanyifo nyina hu saliki no won ma resign na eno ensem me ba cho obete na afi bibia akonka face okra no ko afise mu hearts of folk transfers ahodo na kotoko transfers and so ha be ba cho be hu na afi bibia akonka sa hearts of folk Jonah atukwe enya de ketu akra hearts of folk for no sensan a na won mo sensan sa ti be hwe hearts me ba cho wo mo transfers kotoko so transfers ba ne say de na transfers ahodo na na me ba cho wonsa eka enti nsem de doso pa wo fidie mu ha ebehwe na afei amanfo amanso ene afisem one more mo ye king call no e be ma Robert be share here with amanfo amanso nsem na afei Osman and so at the local stories na more details nyina won sa be comedy ene Vincent Forgor me ba cho me ene me di dwumade ho chia me na Osman ayakrado Daniel enso e wo ha Robert enso e wo ha ma me kan for Jeffers mission peak houses emma eye du papa eduru a eboa ma bema me pa cho bema waye mere wo mpaso a brebia mere ye no efiri ho kra Jeffers ye na dwuma no so waye mere wo mpaso ozo obi wo ho a wontimi spake o spake a enye so sa nipa no hia Jeffers mission peak houses ebe jinja na be Kenya no na wotime ye adwuma na wotime spake ama aye adwuma pa afei so kra no bi spake a kwan so na adum me ba cho kona koto Jeffers mission any peak houses nanom eno ne aduru bebo na watimi aspake na enum enti bema obema no awuda fom tim keja waduru ya Jeffers mission any peak houses obeno no bi enam so obema no awuda fom ntino untimi sho ba nyensen ebre bia ye ka empaso agudi a na the end product no it shouldn't only be pleasure anidie nko a was say abofra ebamu enti maware for several years na muntimi enwo ba samfom so no free bema say free oba no munyai blame games no na munyina monka mutim pam ho na monkoto Jeffers mission peak capsules wo ba ne nom na bema ne so nom enti wo se beboa na mu ba bedi mpaso agora beboa mu yepa na awo abam abofra no so no ho be fe obe ko drugstore bia no akwa akwaje Jeffers mission any peak capsules na wanu num bie wo ba no white wo no so Emma white timusu biara me ba Jeffers mission peak capsules and e pam white na afri so ye etie nyina ne say white ne ba so anyo ejawo animguase ejawo asetitie obetiti wase saa obo ho ba pa na ne nsa hye chese na kosu ekuma mu odwi saa our problem e ne hene onkoto Jeffers mission any peak capsules no ononom saa ensa na afri so no chese nyoma eboa ema chese white ne ba no so nyina be free ho me ba cho moja mu de Jeffers wuramu ye pa wuramu be cleanse bibia na afi oba no wade wonti white e be free so afi oba bi bu ne nsa wote ya your friend menstrual pains oba wo face menstrual pains anida ne wo so wo de koto Jeffers mission peak capsules eno ne aduru be boa na anida ne no afi so kra na wade wo ho enti ubu nsa wo hu se wonte ya obium obra wadom Jeffers na to so a no ubu nsa wonte ya obium Jeffers mission Jeffers peak capsules e ya du papa eboa wo na woba ogina wona so na bibia ko nkan enkaboni wo ho ensufita bi egu woba kona koto Jeffers mission se one treaty amana mfiri wo so a ebetima didi mu a na abobo wa wode ne mutokro di be ma no nso ba entimi nyina nanka mpese kra akwakoye abofra enti abre bia bo na ntokwa ewo wode ni musa na mse wuntimi mfafru enti infertility in women no je fast measure any p capsules na eboa na afi infertility no me ba cho afri na ba be fertility fertile na watimi a conceive o fafro na afi aboa na won so wawo na abofra no fe eno achi be ma ni be ma kuro damu ibe man kuro dam pa enti wodunso wote yaw onkoto the fast measure any p capsules wodunso na mu apai mi na nitima de oba be wontafo mesro wo yade odunso a me ba cho hwe yese emu pa mi pe wo yade koto the fast measure any p capsules wote yaw wabra wodunso obi dunso a kitwe bi wote nka pa se dunso de no nso dunso a kitwe bi emma na ne yaka nyina agudu mu okotena ase na dunso so asanso aka ne biom onkoto je fast measure any p capsules sadua daruma wonu na so yase ma yedi agudie mu nsem every man kan ka che ose Osman available ha Daniel enso ha Robert so ha ye kwso da we ne de amanfo manso nsem no abro me Robert nchen na afei no amanfo manso nsem no odi atu anim na yakọ straight kra na afei no yanya bre ne rewura mu yie pa anti no time to waste yanko foreign stories Robert akwaba
ja
febia bako de
ya me na so
me ho ye pa yemfa so preko ne yanko
yan shansam na say na yemfa de aboa no nwumre no mfa nto ne munim say from last week nyina na me de to anim say na na Premier League fixtures no abeba bonte na no pa na Premier League for eye omade na omade fixtures no enso ababetu dwa na we match day 1 no we to Liverpool defending champions omo mu game no on Friday 15th of August omo and a bomb of and a point Milos Kekes or free bonus na or join Liverpool we bacho the ABC and so sign and the former club and the share match day 1 Aston Villa no nyame adoma Saturday 12:30 lunchtime mu hono we bacho obenya Villa on Newcastle and Asia Brighton and Hove Albion Everbo Fulham and match day 1 Nottingham Forest Asia Brentford Sunderland Everbo West Ham into Sunderland for mo come you know I'm going to West Ham for and a shot CM and watch his Spurs Everbo Burnley into Burnley so as a Obeko a Tottenham Hotspur Sports Stadium now on a Tottenham for a ball with Hampton Everton na fe on Manchester City abo e Molino e hona sa big no and abeto dwana me aroma Sunday no and no eguso a match day 1 no ho komo ana me didi kire no Sunday 2 p.m. awia gede na Chelsea for si form omoni Crystal Palace e rebehia and watch Manchester United Manju 4:30 obebo Arsenal na fe so Monday 18th of August no Leeds United omonso return omoni Everton and a ball into where match week 1 games ahodo ebeto dwa no me pa choma me week 2 ni 3 na fe important games e woman no yemfa ho sam no emfama na yentoa so de me pa choma match week 2 Saturday 23rd of August me pa choma bomb of Everton Wolverhampton and you game e so Arsenal match day 2 no mo ba bomb game e de tell Leeds United no home and mo bo sa game no ni na mu a obekọ akwakonya Fulham obe host Man United and no match day 2 big game man day 2 no Man City and afiso Tottenham Hotspur and no match day 2 game ebe so West Ham ebe host Chelsea and so our London Stadium na afiso Newcastle United and so atonensa e dey Liverpool and no match day 2 no big games wom and amete ho nsama no match week 3 me pacho ye benya team a the Brighton obebo City and no match day 3 second game no no and what Chelsea Everton afi oni Fulham and Asia Liverpool bebo Arsenal match day 3 and no a big game pa United Asia Burnley na face so mami fan to anim say Tottenham and so abebo at the tia Bournemouth na face Wolverhampton and so about Everton to a match day 2 and after so day 3 yenko day 4 and 5 and so na yemobo ba kumi yeru bi so na fe yem fancy na yento so enko ye nimdi a we pa cho match day 4 no Brentford ever hosted Chelsea our Brentford Community Stadium and no ye game a paso and watch Burnley ebo Liverpool and no gamer and also ever to do match day 4 nim ye beba benya Manchester City on United and ebo match week 4 until Man U there I'm say first 5 games you know man yere mo ho kan tim kete am famo na tim forma one here 2 points kra no anya tie some nsanso abeka and wachi ubenya West Ham ono so ebe host Tottenham Hotspur and ye match day 4 yenko day 5 enu na yemfa nwie Arsenal bebo Man City nti afi de me pacho Premier League no and young crowd first 5 games. Your big games are hold one a womb into the fantastic. Now, young trust on Fadia Canema Arsenal, ever Bowman City, said Maka Area Channel, and watch Liverpool, Everton, and no Merseyside Derby. Manju, I said what Chelsea. And to Manchester for Maka Chambers, the first 5 games in a year. I know a bad team, papa, and which is Sunderland, Ebebo Villa, now face so Yenya West Ham, and also Ebo Crystal Palace. Way I match day 5 from day 1, Echo Copim 5, our Premier League, and I'm doing come and so their child. Now, me pacho team and the team, I did Man United, and Arsenal, I ball match day 1. Now, the last time 2 teams were share our August, scoreline, say, and another year, a Korea 8-2, at the Manju. This time, Arsenal for say, said you so ye no sa pepe na wia so beye enti sa tam ye tim na gija na hwan mu na gina chiro ane akoyi Socrates papa sta do plus mo na dey pia free chiro what I say aha mo re mo na ebo na wanya kwan aye dey eye adwuma enti this time no the patrol Manju I say obetimi you know I go is me nyande ya it 8-2 na buy no but na eno ay August 28th 2011 ha ho ba chiro brutal eno ay game pass until this time no but Manju abesan so about Arsenal and so match the one no ay game say pass na opinion ni did and the call na mre bia twam Manju for na nim ho nya and the call ne Dwight York masa o mo chewa na 1 year 4 5 bia no ade so on so betimi aka na ndi kola team komo a o chem se Man U first fixtures or City or Liverpool or Arsenal or Chelsea o se be den nemum hey Premier League ne dey sa na tie obia ne obia bebo nti dey also United 4 year ne say omodo omona si form na first few games no omotimi pick points ne bi
a crazy start. I'm not even going to stand there and say that's going to be the barometer of the season, because to have a start like that, you got to try and hit the ground running. So it'd be interesting. Fingers crossed to be able to go out there, get some positive results early doors, breed confidence, and then move on from there. Yeah, I would believe that as well. But the crazy thing is, like you said, after a tough season last season, to start the season like that, it's mad. But I think that's where Manchester United are at the moment. But like I said, ultimately, all you can do is go out there, try your best, try and win football matches early doors.
We and in some and the co. And so area tuja area for Manju for no say who be here say mo be pom ho modern first 5 games no more big teams to say Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City mo nyina wom and so mo nyere mo ho say the be am betimi apeke points ne bi na me pacho ye Friday bi said the festive fixtures drew best December January hona ya na games no ekeka boso pa best 1 week utim bo be 4 games 3 games na drew ho say anabeko from 27th December Ekopim 7th January no Man City games are all ball Nottingham Forest away, Sunderland away, Chelsea home, now face Brighton home, Man U ebebo Newcastle home, obebo Brighton and home and has away no, and so Wolverhampton Wanderers home, obebo no home, obebo Leeds and now face Burnley nyina away into way Man U dey no my next one no, now you have big clubs na woman na fe ye ni omo home komo and so our side games in the way and so your Arsenal there on also bought 2 home games against Brighton and after so Aston Villa Oria obekwakobo Bournemouth na for abe host Liverpool e wo fie be pacho Aston Villa e bo Chelsea na wabo Arsenal na for wabo Forest na wasan so abo Crystal Palace ma me next one na after so yenhwe na yeni hu komo festive fixtures no ha said e hu sam no Tottenham so ebe body etia Crystal Palace Owi obebo Brentford na wabo Sunderland na face wa baba pony came no and so e dey tia bomb of 20 way and so e came sa hodo am patch of festive season no and so be pass wa yedi hu nkomo and so ade ache wona and the co atwa so ne kasai and owura no echem se fixtures na omumre so omobobo no omohwe animu pa se ye the fixtures ne baba tudwa games na omohwe animu no e against Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City mo big teams no and no and the co Namrebia or Shane, we didn't team so no abobodi.
Obviously, would have been our main competitors and Liverpool. Those are games you always look forward to, the Liverpool game, because you knew, regardless what position they were in, you always knew you was going to have a tough game there. And me personally, I love playing at Anfield as well. So yeah, really look forward to that. And like I said, the teams that you know are going to push you in the Premier League, you're looking out for those games. See, back then was Arsenal, and then later on it was Chelsea. So yeah, those are games me personally, I would have been looking forward to. But in saying that,
we and someone in the co, and so at the two at the far fixtures no ho say Chelsea, Arsenal, United mo and after Liverpool na a game say mo hwe ni mu say said no ma besi akona na Club World Championship no big game back our ho and I'm say Real Madrid for omo abebo e dey tia Al Hilal and so our Club World Cup no a game back ano ebe tin ye papa 7 p.m. anwumre and as I came no and so I saw from na Xabi Alonso I say Ada Gula or person done the superstar na chese we no born it and benkum no so a utimu sa akoda no enso e quality nti wo hwe ni musa nwumre yi efiri sabre ko bia mre bia no Gula plus 10 players omo ene be start e game no nti na nwumre yi Ada Gula ebenya start me confirm e de ama so wa mpre wo warm up num na bibia nsi a Ada Gula be start game no na se Gula start a hwan mo ene 10 players omo ne bo mame Real Madrid for possible no na yeni hu nkomotibu kotwa ebedem na fe Frank Garcia gina pinkum so Trent Alexander-Arnold ebe pia from right afeso ubenya Dean Huijsen ana afeso Raul Asensio na Asensio de no ebetimi asesa ma Rudiger ababeshem ntie hono keep an eye on that particular position uba mfimfin a eye Aurelien Tchouameni one Federico Valverde ene be gina ho Jude Bellingham ebe start Ada Gula bebo Vinicius Junior start nemom Mbappe ne Rodrigo between these two no me patro no me catch you say Mbappe and training ni nyina ne so wura no anya fever nti ye hwese game no obetimi abo na ontimi mo say Mbappe antimi an started dia aye Rodrigo Goes the goals wura no be started and so dem Madrid for our up front and here Madrid mo possible lineup no anam de ato ani no and no have you Tibas be din komo ebe ka say han na Juan Garcia no muntimi nsan no so bampo a just a mo san tontobi na mo free space na ene amanfo say hey have you Tibas wani ewu and I'm saying Juan Garcia ni release clause no yenya activity nti oba na oba be ball the ball ade amapasa team no nemo have you Tibas so no de ogina say registration pa oh player ni de obesan o na say obe register na mana be ball ni bi no obetena fia match say otu nyina be kuku nti eno enso ayo wura na the thing enso de have you Tibas on Juan Garcia omonsam no eno no na no a Xabi Alonso ekoshia press ema the press conference no pa so na fashion team say in 30 minutes owura no answer 27 questions ebi enyansi wo Club World Championship na say in 30 minutes 27 questions na de corner so onje 27 questions ni wie na o ka chom say mpanifo mabre afede mesere munya me kwan na me so nkonko pe ba bi na me home nti eno Xabi Alonso ne press conference a eno to twa na eno no na ukoteki a asema ba enam say teki fo no enkomo pine free oba na Turkey Football Federation eno Turkish Football Federation empanimfo mienu bi omo disciplinary committee no so akwa kodin komo ama nkomo na liki na nkomo liki enyina ne se he sa Jose Mourinho no ase asoso ne so achedodo ena na Jose akoyese echina Jose akoyese ye de ne ba na ya man punishment kutua bi fia bi asa no ma singlet na ye gya ne kwan no ko china na wasa akwa koye bio nti na season ho ko no de ye be mia na pa ne o ye mistake na yellow card kraba e betimi de be 5 matches at pony 3 so na akwa tena fie na mi nim ni po ko liki sa nkomo no aha nti ma me next one no ho eno na nkomo no so no na chese WhatsApp chatter me pacho aliki ni na be to dwa no ana mpanimfo mo ye involve ni nyina ase da bi fede ni owo de ka fa nyina mo wo enti omo nyina resign e de free committee no so omo ntoa so anya adwuma e wo so bi mti wei aye Turkey Football Federation and come a free or no na Madrid for no ahead of a numerate game on the training association. We are White Angels, more training a bar so and so I will be my United States of America. No Pep Guardiola the announcement about says he say or no one can say you captain or Man City team na captain all year no I Bernardo Silva. This time Pep will say one more players and I'm trouble. And I'm say ever since so by you know my players no kwan am mo you mo captain em this time there on one kasa Pep no and I choose Bernardo Silva so ono ne be lead team no nti eno ye captaincy ehun sansam no na Tottenham for chairman Daniel Levy amanfoɔ se ei na esi den na Ange Postecoglou akɔgye title na still wapam no ɔse hwɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo compete wɔ baabi a untimi nkɔgye Europa na Premier League no relegation threaten ɛba saa na ugu club na nim ase nti ɔsɛ ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo gye Premier League ɔmo gye Champions League na ɔmo san so compete ɛwɔ all front ɛno nti ana Ange ɔmo pam no
in all competitions, and we felt that we needed a change. You know, I've got an excellent relationship with him. I told him you're always going to be part of our history. Himself and his family always welcome back. It was a collective decision. It wasn't my decision. We do everything together. Emotionally, it was difficult, but we believe we've made the right decision for the club. I'm very grateful to Ange. You know, I don't regret appointing Ange. You know, in his first season we finished 5th, and in our second season we were over the moon to win a trophy. And you saw the outpouring of emotion with the parade. You know, it was just incredible. We've won a European trophy. It's not enough. It's what we haven't done that is more important. You need to win the league. We want to win the Premier League.
Daniel Levy, HM also mo compete on all front. I was say Champions League no who Tottenham bi no wuram semis final. Na wakɔgye cup no ɛno akyi Premier League yɛ mmɔ bɛ match day 30 no na Tottenham lidi na afei we mu Chelsea no ha ɔsɛ saa ɛna Tottenham for level nti ɛno nti ɛna ɔmagya Ange Postecoglou kwan ɛno akyi on Tom Frank deɛ nti ɔmo appointed Thomas Frank no owura ne kyem so a good communicator ɔne ne di nkɔmɔ a ɔtumi say yes ɔbɛtumi ne players na kasa ɛno akyi no eye for young talent ɔtumi so develop ɔmo ama ɔmo kɔ kama paa ɛno nti ɛna ɔmo bɔ Thomas Frank din sɛ ɔno na ɛmɛfa Tottenham adwuma.
You know, whenever you have a new coach, it's always a fresh start. You know, always have different ideas. But, you know, we want to build on the success of winning a trophy last season. I mean, one of the things that stood out to me with Thomas, clearly highly intelligent, great communicator, superhuman being, plus all the other technical aspects that are obviously important. But, you know, they really stood out to me, plus all the other technical aspects that are obviously important.
Daniel Levy, HM Omo appointed Thomas Frank so ono nemra na oma meye juma enso enfama club no ko Madrid news Tom Sesia and it's a fortnight we patch omo ye juma ku a omo design online games se omo nso aba e de sika ba so omo person omo partner Madrid for say the bear Madrid ebe feature e fortnight for no games nim nti eno e se sika twitwiri dia nche bia esanso ba betom e Madrid for no club no Liverpool Hugo Ekitike muguso a race nim amohwe ni musa monsa abeka na no a me ka Chelsea manju for say omunyam fa offer bia nkoto table no so for Hugo Ekitike na mom de meeting say Liverpool for enso atwen muti a race no mu wom enye ono nko Alexander Isak enso aba ye prime target at the Liverpool for say Darwin Núñez no wasa odimbo bo o man pass na wa body afasoro toda original line no so pe na wasa say no o the ball to goal line so say Darwin Núñez say konako kanshem unhu de be ye na ball na say pie enti Darwin Núñez no onya de ombeja ne kwan na nipa foforo enso apa be 20 team no nti Alexander Isak on any player omuguso omohwe no João Pedro Chelsea for no aguso say omasan Liam Delap awie nemo still omuguso pe new profile e wani mo ho enti omuguso a ya monitor situation of João Pedro Brazil ni no so omre na fi Chelsea ni mo ho omra emejira ho Daniel Levy amanfo say Levy out ye pamo e de free Tottenham team no mo so no until obi a case na no cry motivation e de mano so betimi aboa na waje more titles at the club.
No, I've got very broad shoulders. Failure is not an option. The desire to succeed. And because it's so difficult, I want to succeed even more. The pressure and the disappointment of not winning over a number of years, I just wanted it so desperately, not just for me, my family, but all the fans around the world. We deserve some luck. You know, I've got very broad shoulders. Failure is not an option.
Daniel Levy, Tottenham for chairman, and Orchard and Simon. Some of my Levy out, no dear. Monko pay fufu bi ni am pay bi ntra because adwuma no afa na obeye na wasan so aye ni yeti ama club no na Andy Cole ase Ruben Amorim ehia mere o se wi ase obi ehia time nti Man U for munya abotre enfama Ruben Amorim transfers so money players na fan hye team.
You all deserve time, you know. I think as managers, you know, when you go in as a manager, you know, you got to be given time. And I know everyone wants a quick fix, but sometimes in football, you know, things like that don't happen. Everything's a process, it takes time. fingers crossed this season, you know, it works out a little bit better for him than last season. But we'll have to wait and see. Everything, like I said, everything's a process. The transfer window is big for everyone, you know, because ultimately you've got to try bringing the right kind of players. You've got to try and improve your team, improve your squad. And it all depends what kind of players they're looking at, you know, and what direction to try and go in as well. So, yeah, I don't think it's any different than anybody else. You just want to improve. You know, you want to get yourself in a better position than you found yourself in last season. So, yeah, transfer windows are always very important.
And Nico, former United striker, and your best show says, CIO, Jano, Piama, Dwight York, no, they are Shana, oh, pow, Natanakasa, Nafi also up a baby at night, or and I'll then some Etuga, which him so Ruben Amorim, a Yamre, if you are so bia, and so a Yamre, oh, do four cry, Yamre. And Sana Nemano and so a team I come on. Timuma Mere and Fa Emma Ruben Amorim. No money players and Yahamu or ya no a good tia coco serebi. Now what Chia Fanaha. Now we are no original no messa. Oh, now Neman so I pass. TM Fasina VINCENT FORGOR and Twasuna, enemy who are dear beyond, isn't we say Real Madrid have contacted Rasmus Højlund to ask him why he's so useless. Until we share a chassis now, why do you say transfer?
Yes, and say Madrid for a profile of a player to say Hussein.
Yeah.
And TBA, Unya Quatis story. Now, if you would take story, say Real Madrid have contacted.
Yeah,
Rasmus,
I didn't
know. But a bass here on now, on the video.
So come quite say what?
So quite that's not what Tia Quasi or Osman Dunka.
Say Crop Dugana, Le Kerikaswa, Pourquoi? I drip up.
Oh, no, so moving also many of them are just a con.
Yeah.
Eki or the deported. What Tia Quasi. Enti Ruben Amorim Ehiamre and the coach my man but yeah yenimre enti ye straight away the local stories no at was many way uncle
yeah to us na fisa na ba yen chance here e free club world cup aguso e course no na Africa yenya yen first victory odjumade ni no club e fence Mamelodi Sundowns for no omotimi echi buboku a ono so ne di HD Osan for no team sanwa na anyasam koto akura no akanse ni bana wie no na omadinkunu me ka ba ko a Osan for no antimi anti no 3 goals by number no 2 there empenifo ka say offside nti no abrantia ye fence Rennes ni go no e na fa no kunkunu die e ma club a ye fe Mamelodi Sundowns.
Something new.
For entimi enti saka na no so no aye the 4th game Africa yenso e born of FIFA Club World Cup na say aye di hon common ye di emam na enra Sundowns for din kunum ye no dressing room ho no na enye fedi agrenko na after kunum di ne ba no we ene course ho. Enti we na ayenra de course o dressing room ho na otimi sampa ye ball na ya che no saa na tinse no mekon kan kama pabu wa ye boya na edem na o se arade beti ye no bi no ba eno a bibia kon kan ye pa e ma Mamelodi Sundowns from dinku na Brontia ye first Irham Rennes ono ena nya go no edema club a ye first Sundowns for no ena ye first African no wanya ye player of the match club world cup nim to no odina honom an bibia enso kon kan kama edi amana na media nkomo edi ama ye for Africa sense no fancy me part of Black Queens of Ghana ye say mo to Africa na makopi mo my fence Morocco e mo romfi say nyankopon e adoma aye wafco no ho ena bekoso na emaya ne ntimo fa pictures ni na mra ha kama pa na omakodu kama na omo agi omani omo didi kama ama anoma so kon kan ne mo no ensem bebre na shantumam agisame a ena da chema bibia so dia ma na afa hu de ensam do a eno enso efi hoba a na mi ka wonsam edi ama na games ahodo bekoso ana 3 games on the ball group stage no me part omo first game omo board the defending champion omo ye fans South Africa ena omo ni omo ball second game no Ghana ye ball atia Mali form na afi in last game kwa no ye ball edetia omo ye fans Tanzania a na mi di nkomo edi ama e wo so no so ene anumre enti ho nsam no antim sa na tie yemfa won fancy na yemfa ni nche me part Ghana beach volleyball tournament ebekoso na de tiense ebekoso omo ye fans Morocco e wona jumade no ebetodwa na eno kwans SS level say world me part volleyball no qualify na omukopie Morocco na emode Morocco ekoso ani kama na bibie ekoyi na omutimi progress ko manimu a na for ma qualify kopie Australia eho na US janya no ebetimi akoso na no na president edema Ghana beach volleyball no oroye fun say Mr. Jotete chirem say preparation so far dey utimi sampa enoma koyi pa no akasa kra ba ye no when preparation aso ani pa.
As I have seen in so many years, I have no doubt that they will be able to take the slot in Morocco for the World. Well, you know, now most of our players are playing international volleyball. We have a lot of professionals. Thank God, they are all down. You can see them here. And just last week, there was a similar tournament in Rwanda where people emerged tops. So we have no doubt that
Mr. George Tete, me patron president Edima Ghana Beach Volleyball Federation no Nensema hodo to dwa efa na de eba so no African Championship no Morocco eho na bekoso nti omutimi qualify ho a na makopiem Australia no World Volleyball Championship bekoso no na omoso atimi akopiem ho bi na no na players ni bi enso din ko omoso mani ajepa obia enso ready for a tournament bekoso Morocco no.
Personally, this is not my first competition. I've played in the Youth Olympics in Argentina and Youth Common Games in Bahamas. So this is not my first competition. But on the African continent? Yes, I've also played in African Games. So it's not anything different from this. Okay. Yes. So like I'm saying, we are ready. Every member of the team is ready to bring their best out during the competition. So far, we started, every training from your pre-season, our endurance, our skill work, and we've touched on everything. So this is our last week of preparation, and I'm telling you that we are ready.
Enti we announcement place ni be to jam eno efa de tienso makopio my friends Morocco eno Ghana beach volleyball team no mo nsema hodo mo kan no bi no na ye kwakoti ne fa hono so fancy ohun na ye ntinsin nsem from dia ne pato defender edema senior national team no pato royal fans Abdul Baba Rahman watin komo akra ni we no odinkomo fa bra na ne transfer to Chelsea no eba be happen na otimi sampa Osberg forum na mo twom akra na the first time kra onu royal fans Yosem Bruno odinkomo phones no sem ben ena Bruno catch me enko ni nti Abdul Baba Rahman.
I think when the call came, and it was a Chelsea, I didn't believe it. You know, I was like, yeah, I had a good season in Augsburg, and we ended up being fifth, qualifying for the Europa League in Augsburg. But then, honestly, I didn't expect myself to get to that jump already. Yeah. But I knew I was ready to get to like the top, or to compete at the top. But yeah, it was kind of a bit of shock for me, because just maybe 3 or 4 years before I was in Ghana, like playing in the Premier League, and then watching some of the stars, you know, already like in the Champions League final. But I just got a call like Chelsea is interested in you, so it was a bit of a shock, but also like a happy moment that showed like the progress and the work I put in. So my first conversation with Mourinho was two agents approached me to speak about Chelsea, and then they rang Mourinho. But I told them, like, listen, anyone could have the same voice as Mourinho, so I didn't believe it in the first. And then they came back, and from there things started progressing. Yeah. But Augsburg was kind of difficult. I think they had their price tag on me that they wouldn't let me go if not that is met. And I remember, like, the first time I spoke to Mourinho, and I believe it was Mourinho, was like on the FaceTime. Okay. I was in pre-season with Augsburg, and he made this guy, Michael Eminalo, the then sports director of Chelsea, called me on FaceTime. And they were also in the States doing pre-season, and then he called me. So I spoke to Michael Eminalo, and then he passed the phone to Mourinho, and the first thing he said, he turned the phone around and showed me like the guys was training, and it was like, Baba, this is where you should be, not where you are. So I'm waiting for you. Just like forget about everyone and come. This is where you should be. Yeah. And I just laughed, and I said, yes, we are working on it. I think very soon I will join you guys. But yeah, when I signed, and I went to his office, and we had a good chat, and
we and some real friends Abdul Babara Mandi Tuja. Now, or Chelmus Brown, real friends, Yose Marino, and the Castle was Massa. Now, how do you know how disabled Bratches, Chelsea, no way a video come to Chelsea? Why is now how many 20 Brabba come home? And also, you be good son and penny for didn't come on. The dear Tom Pemaba Janimo, and a mark on Canadian, me dear come on Eddie Amao. Now, or didn't come a cram, Obekai 2017, you are Obesia Kain, Edema, I blasters of Afcon, your first game, and no play. Or say, one fan Sunday serious how, bro, play a modern pia, but no so. Or what Nas and I did see and Hobes Autono, Nemo and Quanco Banasa. We intend some Babara man, a kaye.
When they stretched me off the pitch, I went straight to the dressing room, and I can quite remember I was limping. But I mean, that was my first injury, even like a knock, that prevented me from continuing like a training session or a game. So I was like, I remember talking to Wakaso, and I was like, nah, this is nothing. Like I think I will be ready for the next game. But then through the ninth, my knee started like getting bigger. I saw like much fluid in the knee, it got swollen, and I didn't understand it, you know. But still, I just had the belief that I would be back for the next game, because I was just naive. I never knew anything about football injuries, so I was just that confident.
We and come on, dear Bram, 2017 Afcon ko prior no. Or so now nim say a serious now doing so we prayer can away no. Or kwa na ade chia wa so da batwe nim on so da wana dwono and who send na no asase ho na ekesesa enti we and nsema ho da babara man to dwa e 2017 bra ko prior na you know me di won komo e di amount e wo show no so ene anumre na osato so din komo akra e busan say e bra e ba bonten say Afcon no untimi nto aso mo biem season ko hanom aye over e di amount no e den e ne ba wotim e na wotim say edume bi ho na onigidie kwase na ho besa atono amana sa be si aka be san se oda ha bre bia na no eye kese ano santinom na onyi ni kura ada se ne na no besa akọ amana yi wasan ba park so be si aka bi.
Looking at the guys, I felt bad for the guys for not being able to help again.
Yeah.
And also for myself, like I said before, I was kind of naive, you know, because I was like, oh, maybe in 2-3 months' time I'll be back playing, but I didn't know the extent of the injury that had just happened. But for me, I was sad leaving the camp like that early, honestly, and taking the long flight back. I was just by myself, just not in a good mood. I was just there. Initially, I didn't have any doubt coming back to play. I started having doubts when the physios took me out on the pitch, and I could see my running mechanism was changing, the way I passed the ball was changing, and I had to adapt to my new leg or my new knee, I would say. You know? And at some point, like during the rehab process, like you go out and on the pitch, and sometimes you just feel like, is this actually you, or like, will you be able to go ahead with your career again, you know? But
Enti wey ana nsema ho do san de to dwa a o chem se mebi atwam kwa na nka onyi ni da se no ho betimi oto na fo na be gina ma be si akan e wo football biem na o de aseda no e manya nkopon se na ma no ho to no a na yon so aba back e wo si akan e wo football ne nsema dos no mom no ye de bi e se fri nyame atom o kina e be to ne nsema no so na fe bia nso akoyie pa me porto couple e de ma Ghana Football Association Mr. Ket Okraku na what a 5-member committee na ni nyane se omba behwe na oman implement ade ya kana say under 19 championship me pato division 2 elite under 19 championship na nyanya samo hwa animum so betimi anya quality players bi omusiso akra na omawuram awe division 1 nim na bia wuram en premier league na fe yen national teams nkoto an kra no na bi enso be wura nipa obeda no Abdul Salam Yakubu na one force na Yakubu de ba se na nse wakokura nsempi enti ono ene obi obeda no ntimo nsama first picture no ho be wo se Salam jina ho ahye yes ne chese we ne fe ne san yi no ho pijama sana anya no wa bia we
Pyjamas.
And what is it? Was it blue? Blue. Pyjamas. Okay. Enti on na be chairman of better committee na no me nipa makoma kwa enum ne mom no ono na be da no na mo force na de and Miss Makabia ne no me sumi ja ho ama ho na wonso ade ho ofie na de atie ni club a ye fa ne sam Beka Heroes omo ebo division 1 bi ewo zone 2 na de atie ne sam ene enka ebo ba kire mu say team no yare na mu ne foforo e de akọ Ashanti Gold Football Club. Se si ameno kasa we confirmed. Say team no afri Bekwai ama PM Oboase. A ombesi akan e Oboase Linkley Sports Stadium. Enti sa na etie enti nyame adoma 2025-2026 no. Ye be on club offense Ashanti Gold Football Club. A musi akan e Ghana me part division 1 a zone 2 and na me di nkomanti na Ashanti Gold is back. Nimum enye de GF panation nimum no omakofo ifoforo no mabewuram ewiase des abrochire ho ufa forma wokọ ufa player wokọ nya so bakodu abrochire ho enti no Ashanti Gold na eba no anemi di nkomo edi ama e wo show no so ene anumre na gokin edema Ghana in Premier League no aya brantie fan Stephen Amankona osamanfo bi na amanfo bi kasa bro free kotoko no na ne football career na bana wi anesa esanse okokotoko wantimi ammo nimum no Oba na wachire se football de so kwa na wantimi ammo a okwa ha obetimi abo waje go kin back to back omienti ensema Amankona e to dwa
we yankopona do football no ha ni to so a esisu a ehiri waje free kotoko akọ no e bi ensi bia abari bana mai performance ma de na dia cha football de esi a bi team poti ni ma na yele e fama no dey fam enti aja e de to ye chinti na woni mu na de so o da bi mere ita no so o te yankopona shi ta yan shishi duro no mpelfo no ta no so say oh Steven time so I not obi a person bobo man man nti emre so e hwe na yakoto me e nta bo so ta chiri kaka game de onye kusima na obetima ya ma oban na wan ban sana ti e kan so le akenya ne ba so metima ye me best dia be ya ma that's really try come yes
enti wey ene sama Stephen amankona de to dwa fa abra ofri kotoko na okokotoko wantimi amontam fo fi so ho kwa wantimi amone de ne football career na ode bana wi na sane momo o se nyakopa adum nti okobra kum tselserom back to back ayet goken waje eno achi ko sa di nkomo akra e de fa eye blasa kwala po ti se no di nkomo a o chirem se emre wonde ogide se emre pa ne mre na enya nso enti abia mpenifo enya ntom nsa enya emfa no blasters ne momo no ne mre so a mpenifo betom nsa e de afra na nenom media nkomo e de ma yenko pm media man sporting club it's so much as any play me brain anom e party way and ready be man na abrantie for the Francis Andy Kome obeka ne yepa na mpenifo chim som na to contact tontan onko petimfo from more and na bibia enso ntimi nkoyi na yemfa we ho na afi yento so ha me part nyankopon e adoma Access Bank Division 1 League no 2026 same and ahun se sitie mpenifo chim se date ya starting in 26 September 2025 na fe awie 11th May 2026 until 26 and September mu anenom medio nkomo e de ama e wo show no so enti alaje enko de mesane ma wo so ho na fe yemfa ba ko yemfa fi o na yemfa nsem no emfansi dia me pa otokro bia Kumasi Asante Kotoko omo e na mo ye champion e de Ghana in FA Cup no na makopiem a mansia a mo trafna ko kire otumfo na omo so no wo hira so kama pa dia ma omo e na obon pa egu so mo nko na fe Africa na mmekọ no so no monko na monko na fi munse krobia busu akonyina monfa ne munyam emfa emro mo enti krobia team no no abrante fen Jonah Atukwe otiye sa Vincent Dikadi nkomo kire hasefo nya brepa ehwe ne munso mo sabe ka abrante na ono be si akan mo na mpanifo kra chem se medicals no kra no anche bia ina na uchina obetima na medicals no e de ma club fen hasefo kwa na medi ho nkomo e de amount Jonah Atukwe no brakum church no kokko boye enti ehwe ne muso betimi afa and they made you nkomo nyo nko am Evans Osewusu ka ho bi hasefo enne didi nkomo fa sa krakra na bibia kwa transfers no ye de bia yidaseda e ma wure fence Mo Shaban Mohammed Shaban so bono mo dipa wura mu ye ekofa Africa ana Ghana yenso ye wure fe Fabrizio no tim sampa bana Africa dia Ghana ha dia oye onso oye expert ye pa our transfers no ye fan some fancy Jeffers mixer and have a P caps adaroma and a good think so that good ye munsem e de mount tobenum na NCS na mo ye ma bia enkon kan friendship from Vincent I'm you know so na me fan some
thank you very much enti etiano no ensem nyina bana wi e benya to wase pa na ye the analysis no amount 0591228584 a WhatsApp message for brand temp ni akan the amount WhatsApp message mpacho ni pa a first come first serve and WhatsApp message is a first come first serve nti wo be send no the entem no na alaji mo oh e sha se forward no the eba first one eba na e sha se for nti o twentwena Roberts e sha se kinkana fe na ode the eba bra ba ko di ase e ka no kre na akere ha asisi enim e first come first serve what the eba ntoma na kinkan ama nti ye kona fe Daniel and for room with analysis right after Daniel no e move straight to Roberts now the India ba Osman Area Bibia Amayen. The message is 0591228584. Premier League fixtures Aba Bonting for 2025-2026 season. Robert at the Amawo first match Manchester United Old Trafford against Arsenal. Chelsea Stamford Bridge against Crystal Palace. Liverpool Anfield against Bournemouth. Wahu ni nyina nti yewram Daniel. And some doors were fish sem a man for Manson sem.
Yeah.
Time no. It starts now.
Medicine. First of all, Mamincha Dr. Ike.
Okay.
Of Ish FM and Newton Latte, Marijata of Wuntumi. And a Mickey as a reward of Sporty. Mamincha Muyepa special good evening. I'm Vincent. The Pentecostal Church. It was certain statement I'm making.
It's what your room I Pentecost.
David.
VCBA was switching from Roman to Pentecost.
Catholic
to Pentecost.
David. I am born, baptized, confirmed Catholic.
Fantastic man.
But I'm just trying to use it for my preamble.
Okay.
And Pentecost Church no was a certain statement to make it say, brighten the corner where you are.
Okay.
Now, I am sure, say, there is a biblical meaning to that particular statement. But me personally, if I bring this statement into your social life now, brighten the corner where you are no, to me, actually, everything. And found no corner be a wash. If you mean to still make yourself proud, you can do it. And found the baby, I should be and found the environment, I will find yourself. So you are doing say you can make yourself proud, you can make a statement. For one case alone, you can do it. In the main for Kumasini, a crying example, listen. If you are dreaming to go and work with one of these biggest media in Accra, I say Kumasi, listen, it doesn't matter where you stay. You can sit here and still command that kind of offer now open. Into wherever you are, always try to brighten the corner where you are. Now, when leading me into the story of Filippo Inzaghi, but before I make the answer, and football coaching, Vincent, your coach is very, but I always categorize coaches into three folds. The first one, your coaches are only winners. Winners no untimi mbo mudin without adding titles and trophies to their names. Inti there is Pep Guardiola, I mean Jurgen Klopp, Carlo Ancelotti. These are coaches and we call them winners, prime winners. Angaza, untimi make any statement about any of these coaches are adding titles to their name. Inti we call them winners. It's also other coaches that from the bookmakers. Now bookmakers, no Vincent, they will not win trophies. But before you can win a trophy, you must read their books and principles. Now lead you into winning trophies. Until you have the Marcelo Bielsa, and then you add the Rafragni. Always I use them as example because listen, game in terms of writing, write history about football, and I say football principles, give it to them. Until we call them the bookmakers.
Football managers need to be winners now, masters.
Yes, let me say before the winner can go, you must read their principles. Yeah. That is one crucial thing about these bookmakers. Listen, it's also other coaches that from the foundation layers. And I say the contractor coaches. Listen, they will set a foundation for you. They can build a very good team. Then other coaches come and pick it and win something. It tells you, say coaches, they are categorized into a lot of folds based on the impact in the game. Now, Filippo Inzaghi, he playing this recent. He was one of the ice-cold strikers we've had. Fantastic. Listen, strike out to me ball with you offside in Chinese. And then they gave listen, to your point, he was called, say, on there. Filippo don't love goals, the goals love Filippo.
What people do now hope?
Yes. Listen, threat, but over in the football career, he decided to venture into coaching. After completing the pro license, or decided say obesity at the elite level of coaching Italian Serie A. But Vincent, I did about life near say some people are not made for the big stage. No matter what they are, for no call vessel what type of form. He started off from AC Milan and call Atalanta Muninaves and Amfa. He thought it was say stay at the top. Maybe it's not my prime and that's my destiny. Let me find a one corner and I mean brighten him. Let me brighten that corner. No, be almost a media. I must have been a certain level. I mean, do what? Me no be anti-member. Listen, after trying out the elite Amfano, and we decided say, Obeko into the Italian Serie B. And I far Pisa Bubuko. Listen, from last season, Nkakanga Kasa, every season, we qualified Pisa team to the Italian Serie A. It never feels say, Obe still. Because coach I want to qualify a team from division. I say infinite say second division to the mainstream media. Ubesti, but listen, or decided say when Palermo came asking say okay, can we get your signature back to the Syrian and as a Syrian? Are you available? And the coach is already there. Only Mr. the top the coach have said and inti or sounds making sure so when leave I mean peace on our way no sounds accept another job in the Italian Serie B. And he tells you say, because okay, within that Serie B only the PR and no crack. You may say county top class coach and fanning come and no crack. So to me, some qualify Palermo back into the silence area. Honestly, in one way or the other, he is brighten another corner. Or tries to create a setting way for Angas and say, medium your coach, but all person men for team qualify from Syria B to Syria A. You call my name. You can say Antonio Conte Italian special because Obawa win it. In his open sounds, making sure he create a different name for himself. Say, coach, in terms of qualifying team from Syria B to Syria, he is one guy. He is there, and I think look, he himself, he's trying to brighten a certain one corner for himself. So, look, when you want coach, pick a team from the grassroots and pick you to the highest level, no, he's there. And I think it's accepting that job, no. It's not all the time you might be on the spotlight. You say after that, go back, sit and come good. And I think it's also to me making sure like performing your man's job within Palermo, no, he can make a big statement for himself. Though at the top, I mean, I'm talking about Simone Inzaghi. The level was 3 years. I want to be matching in tea. On one side, one corner, no. Italians is to master that craft, no, and make sure say you come good going forward. But away from that, Jadon Sancho to Napoli again grounds. Nah, I dare back on say. So we're head coach under De Laurentiis, Avicen. For sure, Trim say you are going to enjoy dictatorship government. As in say, so we're coach under De Laurentiis, Avicen. Majority of the transfers are person commanded because on what signing player on focus on trophies. No, how dreams and next season say play Nico Amenya saying that is De Laurentiis for you. And so check it deal where I am sure say the reason why I gain grounds no because of De Laurentiis the business aspect of this law. Because in terms of player and then attitude, Adia Bakwa a trigger Antonio Conte out of Tottenham Hotspur was player attitude. Listen, also lazy. They cannot work under pressure. Now, Jadon Sancho is not far away from the caliber of attitude. I mean, Conte. Listen, this guy is not a guy for the top stage. Adia Bakwa says, okay, so building a team around Sancho. Listen, he can lead a project. Again, it's a game very, very tough. Let's hope we'll be able to change the dynamics. No, Sancho is not a guy. He may give one of maybe a one game, no, I catch no, I shall one go, and one no, obey the Jones at a certain time. This is not a player, because and Antonio Conte demanded no, he can play. And I believe that it is based on the business aspect of it. And De Laurentiis air trigger, but for Conte there, based on the attitude of what I'm not sure Conte will love to work with him, but I mean, based on what De Laurentiis always see after winning trophies, no, he's going to prove something. But I think say, look, I mean, the reason why De Laurentiis said pesa, but for Sancho and Gasson there, based on Conte demands, listen, he cannot do it, and he's not a guy. Listen, give me a tough power, but change game. Listen, he can't do it. Maybe I may build a project, only the project no make sure he will be the main man. He cannot do it. On the end, say, okay, when they know about Bakakra, and I think that, look, Antonio Conte may not love him, but De Laurentiis is looking at Ebia next 2-3 seasons. What can I get from Sancho? Listen, these are all things I actually say, look, under De Laurentiis, no, you must try to understand the principles. No, don't be too demanding. Okay, so one of the man next time don't go and call that is De Laurentiis for you.
Don't you think, say, aside De Laurentiis business aspects, no? Yeah. Conte sunim who be for Sancho Urban be also input was Womra, because I can remember say season and for Conte to stay, he went and met De Laurentiis. When you are tete-a-tete, and you know Conte. Say answer no be din komo na che say nyuma bi wo ho no nso hia. If you satisfy that I stay. So don't you think say player power as in say me kwan me so me poke me nose into the transfers no. Unni say Conte so nim hu bi na Sancho ba. If you attribute everything to De Laurentiis, I'm not mistaken.
It's not a mistake. It's never a mistake, and it can never be a mistake. My reasons are recent. What you Conte din ya? Yes. Attitude be no people from players.
As in attitude of
yes, player attitude. How charismatic in a player you are open.
Conte dia or per se you have to fight and you have to listen to his instructions.
Good. Can you rank Sancho there?
Sancho is not in there.
Now, that is why I'm saying say De Laurentiis any focus on doing service. You may say what? Obet mama or some little advantage operating. But one no, he knows what he's doing. You don't love that Napoli down no.
For the business aspect.
And in De Laurentiis can sacrifice a coach for a player to stay. That is where I'm coming from. He may play a part, but listen, on the field, because I mean, Conte build the team on yes idea. He go and prefer sending Lukaku than Sancho. That is my point I'm making. Do say I mean he may play a part so Ombra and Oba. When I was last one who said Conte policy play be so way there. My adding more for the say way there one known to him control my adding control to the game. Open resource. And I am believing say, look, De Laurentiis can one day sacrifice Antonio Conte for some players to stay. In one day he's having hand look, remember it's 90% say play Mbra and say play uncle. In the for me, based on how I mean De Laurentiis actually clear on there. He always love and always find a way to bring players in which say they should come and on one commanding name. And I think say in terms of profile there, he can't go to Conte level, no, but I believe that so Obana say be at me for a cry. De Laurentiis can cash out something from that.
Because Conte say no, say not the say enye de me pa me ko. So what's the na?
Yes.
We a club owner now be detect too much enye de me pa me ko because umtimi mama that kind of de me pa na me ko. Why bia or different places are. And for the meeting
he is even about living.
Okay.
Continue. Even next season, come move. Okay. That is content for you. And I believe, look, people are targeting me. So, Branham was going to place our open. Napoli not get that. That's where I'm trying to come from. Listen, you probably be CBA in football. And CBA cost benefit analysis. Okay. Now, because a cost benefit analysis, where business strategy clubs will be use after a season. Now, I'm going to just oppose the interest and the losses are going to the previous season. Then they will look forward to how they will be strategic on the transfer market. Now, Matisse Frankfurt phone ROT who go Ekiti Kevin 100 million. And Manchester United gidi mope. Now, Masha Omuline a beer, Brandon Bomo on the left, Matisse on the right, and a brand Tefis Ekiti and leading lines. I've said, maybe I start transferring Manchester so interesting. Ask myself, say, haven't they learned lessons from Eric Ten Hag losses now? Now, if they can project players Ten Hag Tom and the kind of money Manchester spend a year, or money returns, listen, haven't you people learned any lesson from this loss I'm in care? Okay. We are talking about Ekitika, listen, on a very normal day. His potential. He's not a proven number now because Manchester is going to lead them to win a trophy. No. He's not a striker because he's going to win goal kick. No. He's not a striker because he's an cut off for no. What try Rasmus Holland Zegzi Amfa? You are still going for potential. About 100 million. Listen, having to learn lesson from these losses nah. There are people that can come and give that instant hit, no. If he is now coming to acclimatize in the Premier League. And listen, a guy, he's not a dazzler. Want to be out that kind of top greatest goes watch every say 20-something goals. Okay. In the German Bundesliga. And we know about Frankfurt. I always say rubber stamp strikers will produce. Yeah. They can shine and flourish. Movie are not floppy. For me, I'm asking a question, say, haven't they discussed the cost benefit analysis in their team and I believe that Manchester should try to look elsewhere and find something promising. Listen, or was it for football? Let's be honest. Yes. And I'm just talking about the community and listen, time I got to move games to that venue. It do make the how business owners enjoy from that moment now. Even time I got to go this side, they were coming back to Baba Yaran, they were not in agreement because they were benefiting. Rabbits grant a crowd, Bolanche, a quara, and I only one CD. Indeed, they love to have football club and ever promote so much to put your name up to the apex now. No, be animal Boasano. I was the TEF, Link, Listen, they've done a lot of massive, work on the pitch. And they should make sure they can keep that pitch in a very fine shape. Okay. Previous years, Linkley was one of the best pitches in our game. Sure. And I think look, the people are going to love getting another Irish gold back. And then again, in terms of business-wise, they are going to enjoy this. And Sunday, after church, and with your baby, the last one was for Tower. Yes, they need to maintain this facility and they need to get a team who will make sure they keep these places in tight. Oh, listen.
That will not kind.
I'm going to be a sir. Come to an hour. Okay. 1, 2, 3 now.
Oh, volunteer.
Oh, sad David, said thou call foul. No one now, said Big Kumsa. Uncle, your daddy, no. Aha, so I didn't empty your volunteer. David, no, so Jibakubina, yes, Jibakubi. Aha, the hand Tibakuna, and your volunteer. Aha, and your volunteer. Aha, yeah. We are no child ruling. No visit a gun. And yes, and then I'm into you. Now, in football, my all-time favorite sports personality in a way. So in the the next person is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. You know,
you see, you're telling me and you're telling the whole world that your all-time sports personality.
Your favorite.
Mourinho.
Not because of achievement.
Okay.
The personality and how he does things.
Yes, so you should wear the personality.
Yeah.
So it's understandable.
Fantastic.
Take him out. The next person is Zlatan.
Yeah.
Why controversial people?
So they're controversial people.
Controversial people.
Look, these are people.
Okay.
And no matter how difficult it is, they will always find a way to overcome it and move forward.
Okay.
And so why is Zlatan? Oh no, he does not see anybody better than himself.
Okay.
What I say?
I remember because Nipadi, you have to have that self something.
Yes. Nobody is better than him.
Oh yeah.
Into say a FIFA World Cup without me is not worth watching. But I'll qualify on my own and I'll dominate. Vincent, look, he's a guy that I love his demeanor and everything that he does. So what will Jose? Baby, Jose Mourinho coach one way or the other. It is always a clubber who money at the expense of another team. Now I dare to me say, make fight Jose Abama be break that dominance and the amame so that we can be able to win. Now, so why be a Jose free? Oko suya de kakra as a coach. No ko a translator e Barcelona no. Sent obe ji atum say Jose the mentality no de nam wiase no you understand. This is a guy after say Barcelona coach no be dampan. He felt that now or experience enough to be given the opportunity to hold that role. The Barca for decided say ba kola masie mo makwa fa Pep Guardiola de naba. And Jose Mourinho left Barcelona, going to Rome about to fight for his own destiny, hoping that someday he will be back to inflict pain on that same FC Barcelona club. And it's the entire Jose Mourinho, one for beautiful football. Now for the, the Rudy style, just to get resources, it was because of FC Barcelona. Because he passed through that place. But he never wanted anything associated with Barca to be found in his game. To decide, he says, I'm also going to take this way. And check it from FC Porto. He moved to Chelsea Football Club. Not in the Premier League, now Arsenal United. So it was his duty to come in and make sure that we break that dominance now United and Arsenal for just to get in and win. The first thing he did he needed to pick up a fight with Arsene Wenger. He got into the skin, under the skin of Arsene Wenger so much so that game bia on Wenger bebo bia onim so okwakwa when he came. That is Jose Mourinho. Sent from Chelsea he moved to International. Sent okonina mu kakra at that time no na hoso na AC Milan for omona na dominating week in and out, season in and out. Again Jose Mourinho went in there and oko making sure say Milan for also dominance no beko kububum. Now paving a way for Inter Milan to win a treble. And on their way to winning that treble, he met FC Barcelona. And for the first time, he decided to inflict that pain now. Now he gave it to them. Now listen, Sabrina na Madrid for also better power. Because Barca China now born a 5 or China now born a 90 minutes 80-20 born no crow bimbo. So Perez decided, said, let me look for that guy who was able to break Barca down to win the Champions League. Sent Obedru Madrid. No, it wasn't easy for him. The first few games, Pep Guardiola and the team gave him a fair share of whatever they've been given to Real Madrid. But in 2011, Copa del Rey final, and he's beginning to overturn things and make sure he gets over Barcelona Football Club. How did he do it? He started attacking Pep Guardiola at our press conference. At some point, Pep had to respond. And from there, Mourinho knew that I am now settled and I can be able to do the job. So I'll go take here. Fenerbahce was Sukuru Sarakoglu Stadium. Then the last time they won the Turkish Super League was in 2013-2014. Now 11 years, out of the 11 years, no second and 7 times. So they are not so far away from the ultimate. But we team na Galatasaray for no shisheno. Now we kwan omo fa so omo ye omo niam na. I think they are Fenerbahce for no so omo be che. So they've decided to go in and bring the dominance breaker. The man who has the track record in doing so to come to Fenerbahce and make sure so we ba be adwuma na dia mai. And he's a man of challenges. Listen, baby, Fred Joshua, he will pick your call and he will come there to work for you. No. He started the same antics now in different places in the Premier League and in Spain. He will attack sometimes the match officials. He will attack other coaches. But listen, Oyan in such a way says, "Oh, Papa, now because of a racist, and nipa nyintu. Oh, because or you will be on penny person and nipa nyintu because those who have worked with Joseph closely, and himself, so called press conference or a different person, and so be she also or sounds a different person altogether." This is a guy, before so a press conference, or catching the players, and what I'm going to say there is nonsense. Don't pay attention to that. I am going to deal with the media. Isn't kakran. And the league about on things say, and penny for more the disciplinary committee so Turkish football must say, just say no master son is watching until who be here from next season. Or when shall see him for sanctions, I can say him from to the so. And the chat in a leaky. Until everything Jose has been saying about Turkish football seems to have been proven right. Says uncle for woman serious. Papa football now, baby no more money. Listen, this is a league from Impenim Force. We be one or league in Momona Cotton and so. No more the sanctions, they are trying to plan a predetermined agenda on Papa Evans Jose Mourinho.
That's a man no work a brief since all by ye, and I'm favorable Tessarai, and I'm saying no, and now Kwaku say we are Babontin, and we are who say I didn't know credu. The Mourinho can yet was a Mukabiaza.
Then say no crempa, the abbey a backy Jose and some Amribia or Casse. The people in that, high offices, or more backy Galatasaray team. And they say, we are seeing and I'm putting for more that committee no soon in our say or more resign through.
The whole point I WhatsApp go.
Yes.
No.
Almost we've been tolerating him for quite some time. Let's try to deal with him next season. To be big to be baby, I am fast sanction can see him found so. But they've forgotten that this guy is a hydra-headed beast. Listen, kind of know a copy. You cannot be able to deal with him. And when I see no, said a beer crime. Fernanda Cha say a lot of silence. Kakra. Omni saw him make credit come. So I join him for 2 years. On my bomb for very soon, 11 years. No, my call win title. They will come good, and they are going to win the Turkish Football League. And that is Jose Mourinho for you. Listen, he's been my all-time sports favorite personality. Now, and now you know Saudi Arabia. It's going to be Real Madrid against Al Hilal team. Now, Hilal for only one particular team, I kind of so many times say they have the ability to even compete in the Champions League. Because our squad ne kuta omono. We had the core of the team. Listen, you can say core. Sometimes we probably the goalkeeper never count. One in defense, one in the middle, one in attack. Mostly that is how we are able to detect the core of the team. Yasin Bono in post. Koulibaly at the heart of defense. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic backed by Ruben Neves at midfield. Uko anymore Alexander Mitrovic. Onoso ne ma ko mu na ye adwuma no animo. So this is a solid side. Again, Omako Papa Evans Simeone Inzaghi na dia team no. This time for him to come and do the job for them. And Onona say what share adwuma na sen kakra. Adaptation may be a bit difficult for Inzaghi compared to Xabi Alonso because when a new environment, a new language, culture na okwakusia. But this guy comes from where he has come back to do the job. And then these two coaches, they are putting on the field of play at the two teams, and I face to the world of football. And me, I'm not surprised. So this is one of the games that tickets already sold out. Not because of how big Madrid is alone, but because Xavi is a new coach coming in, Simeone Inzaghi a new coach, trying to put a face of new teams out there. Into the end, I expect from the two teams going forward. No, Xabi Alonso press conference, listen, the room was choked with people. Now, my catcher said in just 30 minutes, or the 27 good questions. Into them, pony, no picture. So he's going out there to lead the charge and make sure Senyama Ebekoye. But so the two teams now, they both have the quality, and then you are going to see a lot of tactical displays from both coaches. But I just hope that we are going to enjoy a good game. Listen, baby, I will be and just try to have a glimpse of this. And now the Sika Bondo 15, 12 on Tiamema, I am going to enjoy this because this is going to be a fantastic game. Young players, new style from both teams. Let's see how it's going to go. both teams to score, but at the end maybe a slight victory for Real Madrid Football Club.
Okay. Yeah. 10 billion old currency. Robert, man ko Ahila.
Yeah.
And Real Madrid. Brabeje. You know, you more 6 months contract be a sports ground once and 1 or 2 be a DB. Brabeje. 10 million old cities. Brabeje.
I say me 10 billion. Me no me TV na memra.
Do TV na bra. Yeah, you since I say be age man 6 months. 10 billion old cities.
Na
6 months.
Na me pay TV no so amema me say.
Ondum TV mboni 10 billion. That's all pilot there's a man and go someone. I'm telling you, Brian go husband. Okay. 10 billion.
Na me say go back say bia because of door Madrid to day. On cry.
Akwa bi na omo say ye ka say bonike na fa ko for market the 2 milika na ye ma 2 billion na obeje our tripini akwa na say na me ko slow so amema me say
I say obi odom Madrid say na the 10 billion bara so the team be hwe ho de a na also what as na say sika de ehun de ehun hia bebre ewi aso we na e wo no so unu bi bobra na unu bi tu ara mo no ka say bi a o ka say me nkonko pesika no ka say o yo bi woni briska nti o ntimi ni wati a emfa na damfo bi so ara say no mami no nimdie e na afesika o ka to bi say me nkonko penimdie no ka say onni wati ma wonko anya de pa uni say o mo wa brabo o ka to bi say masa me nkonko pesika no ka say bi a okra wo ya yi a o mo wa brabo ewi ase we ne ye wo no na no I think say one of the Saudi Arabian countries in Bako, Prince B, Wakokoma for 25 years.
No, sorry.
Sikana a save no.
Boa.
Sikana save
for
20 for close to be 30 years or the age of 30 years. But Kokoma close to be 20 what do you say? Africa, and I say when this can get seen that cry. And Kabusia be track of ma Abusia back of point. What you do to Mark Hospital catcher almost say. Yes, sir, my what the amount to any friends now. Abusia so many share. So I say now on none and talk.
Now can Zazan come like Jackson who?
And I don't know, but always cat. But say a man so na menas. Ba uni sika a man so crab so dia globet miako. Okay. Wait my come na nti e ade hu bebre. Listen, me din kom me masane I know be my kind of sense well land na ma check me. But my meaning kom akra Black Queens aswe. Won say na me ye me can say ensem na why be di won komo. Black Queens how could do my friends in Morocco. How could him say on me preparations for the WAFCON. As I said, who be here? A banner Ghana Asia. Ope national team back on Bob Bonham, a castle, a camera of late on Modema was sort of be a quay, even under my former coach, Anna a quay brew. Yamusa changes a cry day, came by the new air betting him. Changes got said a betting him. I'm on for because team not since I came last by, you know, you should have team now in this abim. But Vincent, I know I say, dear Mao share, send baby or share, send a bill draw on your day. Would you be? No man for because my many fence and rapteno, not a scan quantity or a day, or coin, yes, can quantity or quite. Yes, the bill back just say, my man is can quantity or quay be our boy. If it is car or yellow crack. What I say, or call Zambiano. Or quite close by for my name, Johnny Kada. Oja Jumanana, when I and Katimon was to say, I'm a team that doom pempen so you can wait to be Africano and Uncle Jaco. Listen, yes, can qua. And no man who do be a this now do be a person will take my team and my mobile who told Mom team tournament on Bonino. Onya. So I said, all preferring games your brands and Zaka. And then yes, him say, and your club football I won't know. And young from that when your police ladies who a national team. Girls need call back to my club. I'm going to buy a friend 5 days, 7 days. No more training. No more call. Oh, no more power team in him. And so I'm about international games. Be no dinner day. I'm from Mona and so I ask for. And then a number so my manager Jumakoye. And to listen, say, oh, friend, I want your mobile. No be a friend club, but no be a different environment. Why experience no day bar. When he said they were very cool, and so different. And you know, and then. Funny game who are wired in their my girls and so many biabo. And they are so much more than ye. A moko boy a year you. Ivory Coast you win. 2 games on you be. What I said, we on quad missing chair. We on quad missing chair. Place I could have many use you mono. And one no day. And one I came by one from. But also them tea came by and 2 games on your day. On to meaning with him. they also what you see say environment na sesa nipa na oja touchline so ayeden enso asesa
unye sure say be na emma no epe female coach because in my head say free Chelsea no emma in a meeting led by Willie Bright na to say yes ro uni club na nkasa wo ko ye mpema ye po ba
Spain national team coach no dem ko je ye kan say world cup no yo ba
no
bema
and a different difference obi any preference me catch us say Chelsea for na preference man ka so mpe
but when emma abonti mo meka so mpe
bia no mo pe
how say bia and emma abonti sanso so what I say enti once ya only choice the coach abro no wo player no betwa coach nika so what I say na Ghana house won timi nkasa no nko ade ye de back who say professional player e was obo but a normal na asesa girls na ho de na e ba form ba na e ba form so yes omo nya high profile international games nya dey funny games nso mbo ni nya ka ho bi e normal ka kodu Morocco no crowd pan you say ahombo preparation say also moye ekọ Morocco no crowd Vincent eye din mo mo
preparation says
no ma ko do be say mo toto de kan de ko Morocco hono even before some to Africa na ha crowd kono
so mo ni bia
Vincent din mo mo
me da ko die
sika any Black Queens for no ho Morocco krom hono mo
enye mo mo si a mo ensani mo
what you say any dani say na Robert me say Black Queens tin na Morocco no omo ntimi nkasa but preparations how then and more who say kedi mo before some Morocco no
picture wey Morocco hono
and no picture and no mo
di ntimi nkasa no sere na jam sere
present say player dey on be sere o management na be sofa
okay
player dey so how could do Morocco na no original ni wale o di na o sere you can picture so o sere so hono but management na mo di a chiri o koye no o mo na be sofa bebre because o mo na be Philippines no mo na dadwen wo mo so what you say and then that's on there so bibia say wo ha wo dey say wo ba adwuma na say bibia say e bia no nti on tini adwuma ba nipa wo to no botuma yisika say franco sesi ade no onna oda onya den onna
no kre
wo ba dwo kra nti say de ono ade ne dia no
oda wonna obeto
what you say sa na ade ne tie enti management na bebre e wo Morocco ho no mo ye besere gf ne say blasters yanka omo na bedi kan ho ans na black players na ko do ho no mo nanu ya sports minister ba yi honorable confederates ba yi ye hu do ma blasters for Black Queens na nse Ghana for crap mo bo kra cha blasters no na nse na say ye di sika pampa blasters for na nse na say bo no mo ye den o mo body amaye ye best say Black Queens team so mo deserve say di mo hia bia no ye di mo ko ba bonus kra say di mo kra ma o mo se bebrebe what you say obi kra ni so koba ansana wonya bi dia sani fie kakra there was a time na man isu say omokoba ye onana adu onya skanya den emfa bi nto so ye best gi finafi sports minister say a man akodi Morocco ko de so omoko so what you say won say our assembly will say we cannot go and we won't go we dey nyesa omo owe yo nyesa we won't go mako but e won say bebrebe omo akodu ba ho sem ti besre
omo dia memem fini
enya akodu hono mo ento makodu ha bi ne besre fini say support bia wo say mo ye bia mo nsanka because omo mo di a kire kwa no Vincent omo nka mo nsem tianka nka mo fra ka mo nsem a kire nka mo say no omo tempentem kwa pa Morocco kro mo no
the pictures na ba bont na deceptive na I say
manager bi ayi manager member picture
o dey be dad dey say deceptive I say dada yen
and I say pictures na ba yen no omo twa picture agu omo page no so no omo say twa ayi manager member bi picture ba no so the play ala dey on there on then utu na e camera ba esi a be wanim camera na ya na etwa say ene ye ba TV so a nye de bia na e fie bokosa o to da de wo timu a wo de bet na say no but once ya Kevin Becker say 1 2 3 life ye kono e wo so je bibia to ho na wo sere kira hwefo wo fi wo sere kira obi wo fi but na bia de wo timu no kwa na bia ye kun so they say ntia na bia wo guys na nyimo mo de timu Morocco ntia best response minister say yes ra ma sere mo de mirika hiriri e na nsia blasters game mo de mirika budget kra ma bonte asla na ye guso kan nya ma bonte no omo enhwe ma no so no omo se enyina ye Ghana fo ne bia Vincent Asante Good Football Club ye ko achiri ne ye hwe club no ne level bibia kokoduru ye ene ne dominance e wo Ghana in Premier League kakra akwa Africa na even way back then 84 why runners up de ma MTN FA Cup na o hwe mbibia if one say team no Anglo Asante for place in the team no as a juma for na challenge me team and your team no the omo team Vincent omo ka champion for some masa ya team mo ye no mo masa mo nya masa what I say mo nya 78 and omo team no nti omo ti omo nya mo bia ntina se bosom so na etua omo ka na omo so bi players na betu kama ko bobo kakra sa na omo timi eye tim ni nti 84 omo ko bob eye FA Cup omo toss anaso omo place second FA Cup no ena mpenifo ni yeden eba tim no so enso na omo smart abrofo omo beye ebehwe tim no eboa omo bebre Vincent edidi mu a 2018 ena Dr. Kwaku Frimpong champion ebefa team no and only auto team $1 $1 auto team no $1 auto team no now auto team no not team no deka $450,000 what do you say into $1 dey say team no okay but turn no e ka on we ba ko siesie we into me say bia mbetu ma pja akosoro
as at that time not
yes
2018
na dollar na be yem fa na 10 na 11 ba bia na
that's what turn fufu $1 there Osman turn fufu
what do you say but if Canada to $450,000
channel private say dia channel
I'm say almost ba beto sound to me fan check santi what the for one Ghana bibra na ja na be fa team no tu be fa wi a e ka wa hu ni enti no de utimi say de otwa pa e ka no
one team on turn 500 million kra bia ai 600 million bia kra bia 200 million kra $1
there be because e ka we na e me no mo e Canada action then tam na e say $450,000 for us e fa na 10 cedi kra na anya de kotwa enti no e kan na as a minute team no na ho be hia say e den ye ma ne ko as obi teos no tete wa na say bia bibia wa adwen o ma ne ko abo bi teos so as wo ya abo bi ofie ye so be ko bia wo yan krama ofie ye so be ko wa che obi akoko wa hesi na ma we mu na o ma den
na unsia boropiantia o pom no mbonko
ma ya de bi sia na
wo sia boropia o pom no nko unsia boropiantia
da bi de ka boropia so me nka boropia so ora se
ma unje yan ko to
ora se nti bia o yan krama bi ofie na krama na o chichen ko fon ko kwa na ma na wa de na ho ato
wa pause mi
o pause mi di what ya say nti sanity nti me hu ni se bia I kana na da o mani mu no enti o me club ni ma $1 o mo ja o mo twa mo side e free ho Vincent edidi di mo na as good be GD as good be G A4 Ghana Premier League as good be kwa Africa even Vincent 1997 omo eje omo J League omo ko CAF Champions League won some ko final omo tna kroma final omo share CAF no share na nya papa
final ball mi
na nya papa because omo tna kroma share 1-0 Lawrence Ajay and share goal ni mo omo and omo ko Raja Casablanca e ko lose 1-0 nti 4 omo lose 4-5 on penalties and omo timi anye CAF Champions League 1997 so omo ya no be brena wo e dey ama Ghana football in that 20s last by 4 years ago so we need two omo no na eya bebre o be open football all those the course ni papa dey but o be open football pa obo so na eya say beto club e fan say Asante Good Football Club but omo dey musa and the is sign from Go First e be Remo Asante Good one say team why see Asante be Bekwa Heroes no so there was time na Galaxy United and I sign be Bekwa Heroes and na sign ba be Asante Good so I believe say once ya asan enya san normal dey betima sa be den asaba be normal yi but ye besre oboase for football say na Dani Robert Kano omba me normal yi and adiba kwa ombenya lucky kombenya na say amanfo mo ho no o say team bia sha nko bia nkwa yi bia enti edwa no mo has good no e didn't say has good the all just bia da ho bia no the same thing the same logo and that so bibia what I say I Vincent no beji mata dia so still Vincent no yeden and e no so I believe say on best support team no kama na team na fia duma kwa duma but I was some no omuyi omo no yi because football dey Vincent abre bia obajo say bia o plan before forever mu no na obi so tinchana plan bi so yeden e dey tiaw so omunye omo no ma yesen bia ba ma ba no o metimi ayi ni ntino as gold is back edi ma ye eneye bia omo ko finals no ente bia mo yiro mo ho a mbeba Ghana Premier League because adiba kwa edema bibini pa na say obeje ne mfum so atum no akocha se afi oche no de aba edi ne pa yes I bia nka as gold nko eden ho bia nka ko division 2 no ko eden ho boy bia nka aba because even last season Interlice nkomo for so ya la ko person qualify what I say e ka claim nkomo qualify ba onu nya na ko division 2 ba Africa ya na ye ade kwa na so mo chie o chew so nsa sim kwa na obecha na awiden wa difference nya onwa enti nka o mo tiase kwa e bi mpo a nka the same as good na nka yeden nka masa ba but name no as good be as good yen fa ne sa
me that say as good be as good nti oko boase ultimu say yes atmosphere is very good we are parking pa and the okwa so almost watching the crowd watch it so so kwa obutimu mo koto bi abro mo ko te ho a event bi wo ha se o sa esa
kasi bi
enti yemfa course ni se ya friend na kire wadwen ensema hodo na ne discuss e wo yenjumadi so you've gotten the opportunity to sit and watch the sports show. It's time for you to also call and also give your opinion or what you also want to contribute on the show. My enti wonka enti 0591228584 0591228585 0208440943 ahomane miensa egu screen ase yanko na yeni nkomo yanko Jifa special P capsules here for course. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Roger.
Vincent.
Over na waya yanko.
Vincent, I first never met. It's kana boy dosu. Kana na bana dosu. I
say 10 billion.
Oh, dosu too much.
10 billion no dosu won.
Oh, dosu kra.
Say me ka de dosu na be ya obeja game no hwe no akwaje.
I thought you would be 50 kra, 40 kra na hey, I'm okay. It's like a pound.
Woman to
squat. I mean, what? You want to make us hey, Robert. But a great word, that's good, but I'm man. Maybe you. I
didn't hear.
I'm going to my punk. You say I want for life. Oh, matter. Maybe. We could drink what you're saying.
Be quiet heroes. No more sending me be comment. No, that vicinity. No, here football. Be quiet heroes say Yenyan is good. Near Mono. It's simple, Rajab. More coin.
Okay. All
right. Ian for next caller. Hello. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Me bacho eguso e fa course nti wuti good evening na wakasa na yakwa enim. Hello, good evening. Hello. 0591228584 0591228585. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Your first name nakasa free.
Me doing na sita Kumasi.
Me bacho me enti o.
Good evening.
My number me enti o. Yet you.
Me did the next cafe.
Okay, Casamianco.
Yo, any ajibu as good as number back. But analysis manageable. But yeah, GFN maybe a blame not me the Pecotocasm at Pocoya, the enemy. But has protocol and my way, which Yama a league no assault. But because the Asakari a year, you can say nation here. Yes, say the Bian goes at meaning to because men who say, at the end of beat me, and for you will be beat. Not even crown papa. Nation here, Seka one can come and come to Semedia. I can't a job better to a unit to study a rolling. That's what up to now. No, that's a good shot. The cassette, a baby and a begia. The GFC because of say, Newport war as I know a year in the community. Let me say, the can't send me a year, no function. But the American say, you would say, as I said, man, here what I'm put GFC. I'm going to poor confusion.
Oh, Debbie, Miss Rowe. What's the end of the day? Debbie, and you can see a woman. Near all kinds of Bibiani nations in India. Nations, Bibiani Naji League. Nations lose final day. Bibiani winning. Inti simple waji. Young one as one so. Hello, good evening. Your friends are not suffering. Me watch your friends are suffering more. Let's go. Okay, what's when you also you go see your fuck course no. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Udini baby okasa
Yeah, from Kwankroma Mkata Pita Kwa.
Abankroma takwa me enti o.
Museum Sporting Club supporters player no
fantastic, me and you.
That we station for and sports we program the monitor come but I can't see you see me museum now no I am on come at them
and they come once more. And it was a
good. Yeah, you come back with me.
I'm just blessed point. You jam point. You break your mama for.
This is the thing you information. You number one, but information.
And the Maya cry. We supporters. Chama, you with Maya cry. Then na opposite come once and all their bad near come out. Why?
Okay, I your supporters. And the last year, yeah, I want to come to you. I'm quite kind. But you see, you have the program surveying now. Now, Madam Maya Monomba, Mama Musaka, and the one program never start with next year. You know, now what is you have this year, given my degree of what to put house to protect. What you have to do for 5 years, and Sana. Another
so afraid young this one. So hello, good evening.
Evening.
Your friend said like a free.
A friend Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, who can free?
Sunyai.
Monkey, Jeffrey uncle.
Pacho.
Jeffrey. Yankwe. Jemfi ni bibiaka yanko next one. So hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Your friend said nakasa free.
The free ni na Nasika, me kasa free Kumasi.
Na Nasika me pacho yentio.
Na me kan se bi she. Me bi she the dog sports bar. What me kasa?
Nana, me to nka pandi to koso nakasa.
I say the dog sports bar. But the way sports for me many ye ho ba kokra.
Okay.
Yentia me kasa sha say. Look at where omu manipulate GST and manipulate prayers. They must kill though. It should say so yes. Obi abeti me akopa boy shi ni bi say me nation dey no. That day na me hwebo me hwe ball. The look at the enemy code, look at say original TV. Boy, yeah, no, yeah, you got to catch and say, yeah, can I say, yeah, Bobo, near my comment, young man, Obi or yes, and truly, and my comment. What kind of this?
Bob, wants him, okay, Nana, Bob, when the boss are born.
Oh, no, you're Pastor Kaleme, Nation.
Okay.
Even plan family because of say the real more manipulative ball now more prayers say prayers we almost prayers almost a book same thing I have in prayers of the heart. Yeah, me to prayers I say no say the real pyramids prayers. Look at the pyramids in the lake. Mamlo Sada scrap here, neighbor. Fine. And you know, go to prayer house, you go to prayer, go to prayer, say, if the chimney prayer, we go to prayer, go to come.
Nana, say, Sikasemo form, Sikano form, Sikasemo form.
Debbie, the car business, I'm multi business.
Yeah.
Maybe Shana, maybe Yakotoko, Bobola. Through Omuborn or Mubunti, between Kotoko go down from. And he first lie. And the community. That's what I'm going to say. Now look at say, you. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The market now, the tone. What how GFA?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Young for being rumby. Young next one. So, hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Pacha, family. Bro.
Oh, see your friend saying.
Your friend me yaro mai.
O kasa free.
Kasa free Dumase.
Okay, me you.
Bacho, I didn't Ghana for you serious. Oh. Now I didn't beat me the $1 to me but between so many no comment my to. Hey, Asimo. This is more
Yate. Young next one. So, hello, good evening. Hello, next caller, good evening. Me bacha oti good evening. No akasa me menu. Hello, good evening. Hello. Me bacha akasa de yefra o se akasa free hin.
Me bacha on akasa free adenta. Yefra boachi.
Boachi adenta me enti o.
Because Ghana football no you for the no. I know Ghana for you no. Because I so play Ghana for ni. My boy ni play my boy my boy KNC do match. My bottom youth. The opportunity United no way be asked. My boy.
Wow, what about say pa?
Yes. So my so watch ya. O must be doing. I'm calling a couple of paying for the team. You can which every president for to and she took the champion for.
Okay.
You're making fun of the more only the thing is why the guy because I was taking my one team. Even Koto, may I think Koto before. But I'm thinking that I think necessary to also now. What we say Spanish speaking on and program
okay.
Setting on I'm thinking the employee meeting here Ghana. Two, Ghana only paying for what they are. Let the president for the uncle for the definite players. Charge the end. We hear about what you about Doku, Barcelona sporting director. What the manage campaigns because
Rafinha player. Yam fanisi ni yankon next so. Yam fanisi ni yankon next so. Yam fanisi ni yankon next so. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Me ba cho mo ni so your friends o kasa free hin. Hello.
Hello.
Your friends o kasa free hin.
Your friends this Muktar, you from Mali.
Oso kasa free hin.
Your friend of Sidis Muktar, Sidis.
O kasa free hin.
Vale.
You mean you eh? Yantini oka no. Sa yanti bakukura. Yanko next one so. Hello, good evening. Yeah, for next caller. Hello, good evening. Yeah, friend say oka sa free hin. What's your Casafi? Ouch, me and you.
But then I'm a drink 2-1.
2-1 for Madrid. It has said. Young for last two callers near for course, no cinema and king kind messages. Hello, good evening. Jeffers Misha, any peak house at Daruma. Young Conyan king messages, no, and record. Robert.
Isn't?
Ha, yenye king messages on them quenim.
So, don't look good.
Sir.
Now, oh, yeah, dear.
Me hoya pa.
Messages P na waha na Alaji Beshana, I'm so kusiasia, Tino. It's a or na year na fi. Fantastic. We say happy birthday to Matthew Kwesi Blepo, aka Supreme of the Akanu Sector, Commander of Ghana Immigration Service. God bless you, my guy, from Harrison inside Georgia. NT Harrison, and I say, young Weshe, Matthew Kwesi Blepo, happy birthday, and so Mfa Emmanuel. We also say good evening to you all. Thanks for your good job and fantastic analysis by all standards. Congratulations to our Kotoko entire team and all the fans Or say, Robert, I want every Ghanaian club to know the reason why no Ghanaian club is playing in Africa. Oh, okay. Or say, let Kotoko and the fans know that there will be no referee for them when they go to Africa. Don't forget that Kama is everywhere. Sami Tuga. And I do a buy. So I say, see how the Turkish men resigned after their secret conversation popped up. How come the referee's chairman or whatever with video evidence lies about George Afriyie and he's still at post? Is it because someone sent him from Bra? Okay, Harry. And so I do it by. We say hello. I'm Mohammed Dari from Nakori. Wa, I say Nakori. I'll say I want to know about the latest of Nico to Barca. We say hi. I'm King Roy inside Doma Hinkro. I'll say okay. Today Real Madrid will burn Al Hilal into ashes. We should say please. Good evening. I am Nana Osei from Wiamoase. Real Madrid 5, Barcelona 0. I know what we are not. I know that we are not play with Barca, but okay. We should say I'm Philip Donko from Abosu Kukufu. May I know if you are married persons? Why na ubisani? Ubianware ha. Bakono di ende ya lumi. Why? We say it's your boy, Lapato boy from Asesewa. Ako here says Man City all the way this season. We are winning the EPL. We say Pato Cross. I say from Kaswa American Down. Globe Sports, no size. We should say I am Samuel from Mankasim. What time will Madrid start their games? 7 p.m. We say hello, good evening, Globe TV. My name is Aziz, watching live from Agona Afamanaso. Greetings to my lovely mom, Mama Zainab, Globe TV. You are the best. We so say hi, good evening, you and your team. I am I'll say Emma. I'm really enjoying the show from Teshi. I'll see keep the fire burning. We say hi, Globe TV. My name is Kofi Monaco inside Mankasim. Any updates from Liverpool? Kofi Monaco updates. Hugo Ekitike and I feel so. Alexander Isaac. Only 2 players. I'm not anymore. Say anymore. We say I'm watching Kwajo Yadom. Watching live from BBN, the GPL champions town of the moment. As a chairman, we the Chelsea Football Club has set up another EPL winner again because whenever Chelsea close the EPL match with Sunderland, Chelsea win the EPL trophy. Yo, yeah. I said, what is the qualification to play for the FIFA Club World Cup? I said, we say good evening. I said, Madrid to win by 4-0. Rodrigo, Vini, and other Gula to score. Greetings to all Madrid fans from Sercos inside Ajofua. I say good evening to you guys. Our noisy neighbors, Barcelona, will be watching the Club World Cup again. Wow. So while they will be playing against Sofa FC, they might wish bad, but we will surely win today. Eric Dubo, Erifri Accra, Niman Abai. We say good afternoon, please. What is the meaning of Omnibus 2025-2026? I'll say Omnibus 2025-2026, you know, I see and say. And, you know, just a Osman and a Bisamuna face, who said it. And no money basic at the account. Isn't I am fancy her.
Okay. Osman.
Yeah, Vincent.
Yeah,
no, obviously omnibus no. Oh, say enya ade special bi na bia ife ndiaba. Oh, say ontimi enya say bia wi season no. Or the bia Premier League flyer and ba different. Not the women's then ba different. To ukari nyina bomwa e na ebenya sa word no omnibus no ntino. Sanity. But I for no my serious o. I shan't good for. See my flyer ba bon tina we na justify. Yeah, until much them say my pers from 14 to 17 and the academy for and 17 to
I'm for Daniel Kobo
and 17 no
I see it okay why
I say quarter rabo and 17 to 22 for the division for 28th June and I feel 29th June Saturday and Sunday and I jump in Basel so one year because we shall send teams here and we win them so what I say one year break. So I believe say kakra money more because football in there sanity.
Okay.
Isn't it no mamentia abalo no shaking phones abalo or jara phones tishima kenten ne kenten market ne die ne hwe ena de oba adwuma no ba oh okay enti my enchi abalo ya me enchi na ne abusuafo nya na afo bibia referee same what tadi
referee same bebo yen nti me ne fata o chat ko fata o checking na yin mame referee same so send message ne ntem o send message ba yen kan na me so send ne ntem
okay
and this was send ne ntem and now in ntem so ayan kan tell me fata on checking WhatsApp mama na enhwe ade
okay
ba na ammo say ekokan kwan mu say ba na ammo
ma yenko ma yenche ono so na fu bibia dan detailer ma yenche ono so enanbre yeah o yen fancy
Johnny o yeko
yes look arguably from the serious listen away kind
justify
yeah and only mboba for bootco and I'm sure
proud you.
Oh yeah, just that I'm nursing some grind.
Okay.
Is it like the last time you called Vincent? As of around 8 p.m. No hotel, only hotel in the cry. It tells you say that be like Kotoko game back. It tells you say business gurus and look they are going to benefit into Obian some na intimate. Na Mamincha Chairman Alex and the man. Yes, Mamincha Chairman Mino Raiola. Siri Benedict or Pelicans for no justify by some. Oh yeah. I think that you can fly now with that. Seeing division 2. Yeah. I knew it be sure.
Maria man is kaka or Pelicans.
Oh yeah.
On one binya kaka there.
Oh yeah.
Sanko mu ya di Maria friend nsemo. Oh so. Yes. Kaka kire nko di kusie bofo. Amo nyina friend nsemo. Okobo ayi bie. No, omanyina friend nsemo. Bobo wonders ye omanye. Oko house no. Uncle Moji, no kutukusia. My uncle.
Footballers on Subaba. Obey yen ya drew baby one or or say or Obi say on the man
kutukusia body. I have no.
The ball from Naya and no said dinner.
Yes, I have no.
Encha, that is the tailors. I've seen Chairman Alex, my in charge chairman. Sir, Nafiso. Obi bia ohwe abalo champion abalo no ya misha abalo dey have bia ya fa
line of bia babontin but I'm tempting not to believe what's a Madrid for no think Ancelotti dia I don't know
oh yeah no yeah
because Ancelotti dia nka and e be je
no sa abantem
and e bia na those times then Ancelotti na dey ba a team na nkasa because this ya abantem 7 p.m. game na 6
my winning bar o line up no ntim
how the line up bantam e be aduru
sasa ya na e ko bobo mu di e de prai bi ni a chekere wo enko hu so
your problem
o twa jesi na ne adanem yes some thousand so
but this is na me hu si aduru ya adwuma
sa
this is
una hu ya
ko bi sheyen sa mu chen wa 3
okay
second game wa 3
nti no ya duro
third game ya ku ya duro o mo ntipa she last game say you duro mo duro yeah that brother
that's all the one question
ya duro is here ya di wasi ya di say di o yeah nyame adoma o china e besa nso ahia emfa na ase emfa ma MCR guys no Alaji Fatao Kelvin DJ Swally, Michael, and our face no Dave, Munina Muboy Yepa, ama ya de show no ebro. Medini Vincent Forgor, na di jumadi which ya me Jeffas Misha any sponsor. Aya pebinom boro mo drugstore na kono numbia wana daroma na di jumadi ebro.